The music is playing. Shakespeare is swaying. Outside, they are haying. You know what I'm saying. It is time for Shakespeare Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour, friends, brought to you by the good people at my house and also Hill Storage and Rigging Company. I'd like to thank them all for being here. I'd like to remind you all that Shakespeare Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour is being filmed in front of my cat, who is unimpressed. Yes, we only have one guest here today, unless random people jump on, and that's totally cool if it happens, because it's kind of like that kind of a day. Like, who cares? What, is there time? Does time make sense? I don't know. So we have Claire from the Zenith Players, artistic director of that wonderful theater company. She's going to be joining us here on the show today. And it's just me and her. So it's going to be a weird show. And it really will live up to its name of the Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. Because she's going to talk about her stuff. I'm going to talk about my stuff. I'm going to talk about where all of it dovetails, which I think this week is all of it. And it's going to be kind of amazing. Andrew Weinstein, friend of the show, friend of both of us, he's saying he wants to jump on. That might happen. Andrew, you can go ahead and send me a private message. And I think I might bring you on just for funsies. Just be like, hey, what are you doing? Get off my show. All right. But it's going to be a good time. The music, as always, is provided to us by the Jackdaws. They are a wonderful group. And they are friends of mine, and they're performing somewhere this weekend. I actually don't know where and couldn't be bothered to learn because I am a terrible person. But we're going to have a great time. To everybody who is already weighing in, Caitlin Reitman, hey! Susan Hill saying no relation to Hill Storage and Rigging. And she says, to quote my cat, you're not wrong. Caitlin Jerowitz has just given us some hearts. We love you, Caitlin. Ashes says, time does not make sense to Shakespeare. Well, time does not make sense, comma, Shakespeare. Either way, you're right in both cases. Kathy Evans is saying hello. David Schwartz is saying hello. So we're going to have a good time. Let us bring my friend Claire in to start things off right away. Claire Bohannock, artistic director of the Zenith Players. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Because this week has been weird.
It's been weird. It's been a wild ride. But, you know, just trying to like keep thinking of things to do, ways to keep busy, ways to keep sane.
Yeah.
That's
what are you doing as your tactics to keep sane?
You know, reading plays with Shakespeare's most famous villains.
Like as one does. Oh! King Lear. Here's my impression of Edmund, and I wrote the guy so I can do this. Ooh, I'm evil.
That's perfect.
Thank you. I thought so. Yeah. Oh, and real quick, Jesse Brightburt, I love you too. Thank you. David, you're not wrong. My cat is the best. Yeah. All right. So Claire, what have you been doing this week? What's up?
Let's see. We've been gearing up for the shows coming up. We're going to be doing Richard III. And then apart from that, just personally, been doing a lot of running, a lot of cycling, stuff like that. Just, you know, in the quarantine times, we're just trying to, keep things easy.
Yeah, keeping it easy, keeping it, or as they say on The Good Place. And let me get back in here. Keep it sleazy.
Yeah.
You gotta watch The Good Place, don't you?
I do. Yes, except every time I think about it, I'm like, this is the bad place.
This is the bad place. and then just how many times she had to say that? How many line readings did she give of it? This is the bad place. This is the bad place. This is the bad place. I mean, like, just seriously. Susan also wants to jump in onto the show. Susan, send me a message. Go ahead. The shenanigans that shall ensue. Will they be good? I don't know. But here's a rule. If you're going to be jumping in on the show, you got to bring a friend. And not onto the show, but a friend's got to watch so we can up our numbers here. Listen, I'm a mercenary. Yeah.
That helps.
But yeah, we are. It really does. So Claire, we're going to be doing Richard III this week over on your side of the street there. There it is right there. Richard III. All right. And I believe someone that we both know is going to be playing Old Dick.
I believe so. I believe our good friend Dan will be playing Richard.
Oh my god, I've heard about it. You know, he was over doing the Lazy Con earlier today. I know, it's so crazy. It's so weird. Oh my god, yeah. No, yes, so my alter ego, who does not speak with an English accent, he will be playing Richard. And I don't know, maybe use an English accent. Maybe it sound exactly like this. I don't know. Am I in the future? No.
It'll be an adventure.
Yes. Will I be right here? Probably. Will I be in front of my downstairs living room fireplace? Possibly.
Will Milo be present?
I have no idea. He has been coming into the shows lately, making his presence known. I bring him up onto camera, and then he gets really mad and leaves. And so it's just like, all right, fine, all right. Adrian Caporano says, "Thank you for performing every week. It makes the stay at home less stressful." Well, speaking on behalf of myself, and I'm assuming you, Claire, as well, it's kind of our pleasure, and also we're really bored. So, yeah.
It helps everybody. I say to the actors who join on the Zoom reading, I was like, this is just as much for you to express like your artistic like self as it is for everybody else to read and escape. So it's kind of, it's a two-way street.
It really genuinely is. I mean, and it's a full-on relationship. A lot of people don't get that betwixt the performer and the audience. I mean, without the audience, we're just a bunch of weird people doing a thing. With the audience, we're a bunch of weird people doing a thing that you are enjoying.
Yes.
I hope. Yeah. But speaking of weird people doing things, we have another weird person who does a thing. Yes, Maestro Marvelous himself, Woo! Andrew Weinstein is here. Oh my God! Landscape. Let us not be heathens here. There you go. Much better. Andrew, I have to ask you, why do you look like you're fighting in the American Civil War?
Well, it is. I consider this a mask-friendly beard. You know.
Oh, very cool. I like that. Then, all right. Yeah, you look like you know you're going to go play a waltz for President Lincoln. Oh goodness. So, how have you been doing, sir?
I have been, well, it's been a couple of up and downs for me, you know. I had to move out of my grandma's house and had to move in with my folks again. Still for work that's either music related or library related. But so
basically you're saying you're a millennial and having to live with different relatives, all right.
Yep.
Yep.
But the good side is that I still have the opportunity to form with Zenith Players and getting some of my other friends involved in reading plays on our own. We started out the summer with doing some Shakespeare into modern film adaptations. The people who brought you the Star Wars Shakespeare.
Yes, Ian Drescher.
Yes. A lot of the, mostly we've done Much Ado About Mean Girls, Get Thee Back to the Future, Ministers of Grace, Two Gentlemen of Lebowski, and then we started doing other movie scripts that were actually just regular movie scripts like Jurassic Park, which Claire was involved in that. So she'll tell you.
Was.
Were you one of the Velociraptors, Claire?
Sadly, no. I was Muldoon.
Oh, Australian.
Also, the small child at the beginning that was like, it looks more like a turkey.
But the point is, you are still alive when they begin to eat you. Love it.
Yes,
oh, that's so.
Promote the show that I'm doing tonight. Young
Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
Really?
Roderick.
Igor? I thought it was Igor.
Well, I guess they told you wrong. So I spent like 2 days watching the movie and taking a transcript of it and hashing it with actual like stage direction to make a credible script. My original plan was to do the first draft online. That's not mine, dog.
That was Claire's. I just muted her.
Oh yeah, the first draft by Gene Wilder before Mel Brooks was even involved with the project. And there's a lot of good jokes in it, but I think we all want to see the jokes that we all know and love.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. And I'm also currently holding a poll for the people who plan to watch tonight's show to decide whether next week we do either The Devil Wears Prada or Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! All right. First off, I call dibs. All right. First, I call dibs on everything. I call dibs on Eddie. Eddie Valiant is his name. I haven't seen this movie since I was 15 years old, and yet I still remember. I call dibs on him. I call dibs on the judge. I call dibs on Benny, the taxi cab. I also call dibs on Mickey Mouse. So I call dibs on everybody. I call dibs.
I also have to read the script again because the draft that's online, I don't know if there's any major differences between the film or not.
All right. And then second, if it's Devil Wears Prada, I call dibs on Stanley Tucci.
You got it.
Oh, yeah. No, seriously. Like, I will clear out my schedule for next... that will be September 11. Oh. So,
Already?
Yeah.
What
next
is
Friday.
time?
Oh, yeah, I meant to address that. Maybe. But yeah, I haven't been involved in one of your productions yet, Andrew, and I want to get involved. So,
well, I'm keeping them private because copyright.
Absolutely.
Can't really make people watch, or can't. I'm kind of scared of like posting them on like streaming on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. So it's been rather private.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying here publicly, here and now, I very much want to do one of your shows. So. I think it would just be fun to do and have a great time. Also, I call dibs on the entire cast, including Jessica Rabbit of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I will make it all work. I will make it work. I believe in me, and I want you to believe in me. I want you to believe in me too.
All the voices. Just
all
do
the
all the voices.
I'm just going to do everybody. But I will not do... Oh, you're breaking up.
I already decided that if we do Roger, and I'm gonna play Roger. Please.
This is
so
wonderful.
You mean to tell me that if it is The Devil Wears Prada, you would rather play Stanley Tucci than Emily Blunt's role?
Yes. Because it's the Tooch.
That's fair.
It's the Tooch.
Yeah.
It's the Tooch. I also, if we ever do Hunger Games, I'm going to be Caesar Flickerman.
Yes.
I will. Oh my God. I will do up stupid. I will buy a wig and do the crazy hair and get just the caps that are just way too big for my mouth.
I might have the Katniss costume from the first film.
That's a good costume with the leather jacket.
No, it's her arena outfit. So the shirt, like
the hoodie,
scuba shirt with the zip.
All right, that's good. That also seems practical. If it's actually the right material and everything.
It's pretty warm. I'm pleased.
Yeah. All right. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for swinging by. I love you. Thank you, sir.
We love you.
All right, and I'm kicking you out only because your connection is terrible. All right, love you. Come back anytime. Love you. Bye. That was Andrew Weinstein. He's amazing. He's Maestro Marvelous, and he's putting together some wonderful things. If you're friends with him on Facebook, reach out to him. If you're not friends with him on Facebook, find him in the comments. Reach out to him. He's amazing. Caitlin is saying dibs on Effie if Hunger Games ever happens. Sorry, Caitlin, but I already called it in my head. I also called Effie Trinket. I did. I'm just calling everybody again. Happy Hunger Games, and may the odds be ever in your favor. Yeah. So I'm sorry. It's just my rules. It's just my rules. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. But you know what? Now is as good a time as any. Because I feel like we're not going to go a full hour on this one.
You never know. Who else is popping on?
I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, no. Caitlin challenges me to a make-up off. Caitlin, one of my best friends is a rather known drag queen. I'm going to make it work.
Uh-oh.
I'm just let you know. And Effie is...
Can we do this live, though? I would like
Maybe.
to see this.
We could probably do that. We could probably...
But socially distanced. So you have to do your own makeup off. You can be coached, though.
Oh, yeah. I will have Jade in my ear the entire time. Be like, all right, what do I do next? All right, yeah. And or just...
glue stick. A what?
Exactly. Caitlin accepts. All right. Yeah. All right. This is a thing. What you are witnessing, friends, lords, ladies, non-binary, gentles, what you are witnessing right now is the scheduling process for my show. We're doing it live.
It's collaboration.
There we have it. Goodness gracious. I'm going to tell you real quick about my plans for the evening, and then we're going to break for commercial. We are going to a Harry Potter mini marathon at the drive-in, at our local drive-in. It's just movie 1 and 2, so I'm not even sure if that counts as a mini marathon or, as most drive-ins are, double feature. They are calling it a mini marathon. I'm calling it a double feature. Tomato, but I'm right. So
it's a 10K.
Yeah, exactly. The 9 3/4 K. It's just like, well, in order to do it, you just got to do a 10K. Go that extra 0.1 mile. 10K. Oh, so delightful. Yes. So we're watching movies 1 and 2 tonight, and that will be grand. But now I want the drive-in to do a full Harry Potter marathon. It has to be a 3-day event. Friday 3 movies, Saturday 3 movies, Sunday the final 2 movies, and that's how you make it work. So I'm in for it. They'll get my $20. Not sure if they'll get anyone else's. But yeah, it's just going to be genuinely delightful. And here is the face mask I'm going to wear for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is my face mask for tonight, and let me just show you what it look. It's grand. So if I have to go, if I have to run off to the loo, or go to the snack stand or anything, I will be Gryffindored. Yes. So that is what is transpiring and happening, which mean the same thing. So I just said 2 things that mean the same thing, and I lost my earpiece. Oh no! How do I even do my show?
No.
How do I do this? And
that's it.
On a weekly basis.
This is what
Seriously.
happens when you have 100% Gryffindor power on the show.
That is what that's right. You are a Gryffindor as well. Raw. I should have guessed from your hair color because you're a Weasley.
You know, that hand-me-down clothes must be a Weasley.
Ouch. Ginny gets presumably mostly new clothes.
The benefit of being the only girl in the family.
Yeah. James asked if I'm going to be wearing glasses too. Yes, not Harry Potter glasses, because I don't have little Harry Potter glasses. I will be wearing my eyeglasses though, so I can see the screen. So there's that. Just like, oh. Otherwise, I mean, I'll be squinting, and I don't enjoy that. Yeah. So, you know what? Let's talk Potterverse then. Let's talk Potterverse. And we're going to talk Potterverse as soon as I come back from paying some bills. So, Claire has the opportunity to run and grab a drink or go priv, whatever. And I am going to pay some bills because, friends, Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour is brought to you by the wonderful people at Hill Storage and Rigging Company. Hill Storage and Rigging Company, no job too large or too small. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing your equipment is in skilled and experienced hands with services from our machine movers and erectors in Middletown, PA. Established in 1967, Hill Storage and Rigging Company is a family-owned and operated full-service millwright serving industries in the Mid-Atlantic states and beyond. We are a women-owned small business with hours of operation Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and available Saturdays and Sundays by appointment only. You can find them online at hillrigging.com and by calling 717-944-7676. Hill Storage and Rigging Company, no job too large or too small. And thank you, Hill Rigging, for being the supporter of Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. Now, if you would like to become a sponsor of the show, just drop me an email. Go to shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. That email address again is shakespeare@shakespeareapproves.com. And also just drop me a message here on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/ShakespeareApproves. While you're there, just go like all my other social media, such as YouTube, where the show is also being shown at the moment. Go find me on Instagram, Twitter, all the things. And also follow Claire on the Zenith Players. Go on facebook.com/Zenith Players. Go do it. Go do the things. Like, go do it now. Now. Do it. Like, seriously. Just go do it. Like, right now. What? Like, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just go do all the likes and the things. Just do it. Like, I don't know what you're waiting for. Maybe because I can't see you, but I'm assuming that you're just looking at your screen going, why is he continuing to yell at me? Because I'm bored. I have no musical entertainment tonight. It's just me and Claire. And at the moment, it's just me. Because Claire went off and did something else. She's like, bugger this. I'm going to go off and live my life, Shakespeare. That's what I'm going to do. Seriously, I'm all alone, all by myself. There is no one here beside me. And yet you keep tuning in for this. We're a weird bunch, you and I. That's true. Yeah. Oh, I hear giggling. Claire must be back. All right. Hi, Claire.
Hello. I came into all by myself and it made me sad.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, Claire, let's talk about Harry Potter. And by the way, everyone, please go and follow Claire, the Zenith Players, on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Zenith Players. You can click on that, not on the screen, but, you know, it's in the comments right there on all the places. And if you're watching this on Zenith Players page, you're already ahead of the game. Yes. But Claire, Harry Potter.
Yes.
How did you become a fan?
Picked up the book when I don't even know how old I was, and read the first chapter and then put it down for about 18 months. And then my friends were talking about it, so then I picked it up again and then was hooked. So read all the books, watched all the movies. It was a good time.
All right. And who do you most identify with in the Harry Potter universe? Is it our main character, the boy who lived, or was it someone else?
No, I am gonna say it is our main character, mostly because I do also have a tendency to do things and then think about how I could have done them better later. You are a Gryffindor. Well done, you. Well done. Impetuous. That's what we are. Not all of us, though. Hermione Granger, she thinks things through. It's true. Yes. It's very true. And how did you decide you were a Gryffindor? Was it in your heart, or was it one of the tests? Funny. Actually, I was kind of like riding the Slytherin fan situation when I was in school, and then I took a test and it came back as Gryffindor. So then I took another test because it was the era of about like 18 million which house are you tests, and they all came back Gryffindor. So I was like, let me see about this, and then it dawned on me, no, it's right. They're all right. It's true. All right, very good, very good. I always was identifying with Gryffindor, although being my family all being from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, black and gold is the color scheme. So I'm like, I guess before I was really into Harry Potter, I would see like the scarf. I'm like, I guess I'll get a black and gold scarf. That would work. I can go to a hockey game or a football game, whatever, and wear black and gold, and it's nice. And then I started reading. And it's like, oh, I'm not a Hufflepuff. And then every test I took, not a Hufflepuff. I'm a Gryffindor with a lot of Hufflepuff tendencies, according to some of the tests. But except for one where I cheated and that put me in Slytherin, I am very much a Gryffindor. So it's good. It's a good thing. Yeah.
So, oh, there we go. Gryffindor, as Susan Hill says, smart enough to get into and out of trouble. And Adrian Caporino says, Claire, she loved you in Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't.
Oh,
go ahead.
Favorites. No, that was absolutely one of my favorites to read. We loved it. And then our friend Andrew Gellos was Mr. Darcy, and
Andrew was Darcy. I didn't get to see Pride and Prejudice, and it's one of my absolute favorites.
It's we still have it up on the website. So it's the easiest way to find it is on the website because they're better organized than just scrolling through millions of Facebook.
And that's zenithplayers.com. So. All right. So yeah, go find it. Go find it. People go watch Pride and Prejudice. So I'm assuming you were Elizabeth Bennet.
I was.
I
was, and it was lovely because the script that we found was an actual stage script, but it is very much it tells the full story of Pride and Prejudice. We looked at a radio script for it at first, and there was no Wickham, there was no Lydia, and I'm like, how does that work?
You need both of them. I mean, you can cut out Mary and Kitty completely because they affect the story not at all. And other than Mary, it's just like, oh, poor Mary. But also, Mary sucks. I'm sorry. It's both poor Mary and Mary sucks. Speaking of Pride and Prejudice, though, have you ever seen the Lizzie Bennet Diaries?
I started them. I'm a few episodes. I love them. I love them so
I binged it all in 2 days. So great. Just wonderful. Because there's two spin-off series from it too that end at the appropriate point for them to come back into the main story.
Interesting.
It's one involving Charlotte and one and Charlotte in Lizzie Bennet Diaries has a much bigger part than she's traditionally given. And then Lydia, oh my God.
She's hilarious.
She's so extra. She is so extra.
I had to stop because I couldn't pay attention. I had other things I needed to do. And it's one of those, you can't have it just playing in the background. Like, you need to give it your full attention.
And each episode is only 15 minutes tops.
In the world of modernizing like classical literature, I feel like they just did a brilliant job with it. It's so much fun. Oh,
it's so grand. I mean, and it's one of my absolute favorite things. Elizabeth Bennet is in a period in literature before it was done, when it was very not done. She is a strong female character in a period when it's not done. And she is very much the hero of her own story. And it's still not done, and yet it's like this. The book is nearly 200 years old, and
yes,
it takes place around 1820. But yeah, it's maybe 1830. I haven't actually looked up, but it's phenomenal, and she puts Darcy in his place, and it's grand.
And the best part is, it's not obvious because he doesn't come in and say, I did all of these things to help you. And he fixes his behavior because it was pointed out to him that it was inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
So he just does it to be a good person.
He does it because it's the right thing to do.
It's so good. I love it.
Pride and Prejudice, go watch it. Also, actually, and also Lizzie Bennet Diaries, go watch that. What else? There was one other Pride and Prejudice thing I wanted to mention. It's gone. All right, whatever. So, are we in Pride and Prejudice talk, or are we in Potter talk, or are we talking about something extra now?
How did we even make that?
Because someone mentioned that you you were good. Yeah, so I need to go watch it. Yeah, this is, and David, and you know what? Ordinarily, I'm not bringing all the comments up on here, but David is waving at Alexandra Dawn. Hello. All right. And he also said, he just came back, #Puff Pride, #Hufflepuff for life. And here's a fun thing. Going back into the Potter talk then for a moment. Speaking of Puff Life and Hufflepuff Pride, Hufflepuff seems to be the house of the moment.
It does.
And I feel that it is very much the national and international moment that we are in. At first, people were like, "Oh, you got to be a Gryffindor. You got to be brave and bold and courageous." Yeah, but also Hufflepuff is stereotypically the kind house, and possibly more than bravery, what we need is kindness. And so maybe I need to re-examine my house allegiances. Although I have so much merchandise. I have so much. I mean, like, you all saw my mask.
Yep.
I mean, here's my Quidditch robe.
Your Quidditch robe.
I have a Quidditch sweater in the other room I'm going to be putting on when we go out to the film tonight. Because it's going to be cold. So, because we live in upstate New York, so that's just how it is. Mm-hmm. So you identify with Harry. Mm-hmm. Is he your favorite, or do you have a different favorite?
I think Hermione is my favorite.
Ooh,
yeah,
very good.
I think the responsibility, the fact that she feels the need to care for people. So she kind of has like a little bit of that Hufflepuff situation where she's very protective of her friends, of the people around her. And I really appreciate that. But that's where her bravery comes from. She feels the need to protect them. And that's why she fits where she is.
Very good. I like that answer. It's good. Also, Caitlin says that she is your emotional support Hufflepuff.
She is.
And David says, come to Hufflepuff. We have cookies. But David, so do Fred and George.
But you can trust the Hufflepuff cookies.
Good point. Good point. Like, did Fred and George nick those cookies? Or did... But also, you wouldn't say we have cookies. You'd say we have biscuits.
Mm.
Yeah. For me, I would say my favorite two characters, Mcgonagall, because I just love her. She's sassy, and I mean, she's strict, but she's sassy. She's smart. She knows everything, but also she's a badass, and she hides it. And then, no, here we go. And then the main character is honestly one of my favorites, Harry. I very much identify with him. Not like I have some kind of like I'm the chosen one or anything. Although, let's be honest, I am. But it's my show, people. It's my show. But just the emotional turmoil that he goes through, I very much identify with it. And seeing him choose the more difficult path at all times, in many cases just because it's the right thing to do, but in some cases just because he's being stubborn. And just like, I very much relate with it. And it's just like, yeah, let's do that. Adrian Caporino says, in the book, she got so worked up with, what was the name of the teacher in pink? Oh, Dolores Umbridge. Yes. Most evil person you can have, with it being a mundane evil. Because she's not a Death Eater. She just doesn't mind them. Yep. Yeah.
It's a brilliant film portrayal too.
Oh my god. Oh, apparently she's like one of the nicest people you can ever work with too.
She's fantastic.
Adam Gentry agrees, it's my show, they're just watching it. Well done. And then David says, Fred and George will have biscuits, but who knows what they taste like? Bogies, earwax. You can trust our biscuits to taste good.
There it is.
There you have it. You know what, you are correct, so well done. All right, well, we are shamelessly self-promoting, so it is time for me to shamelessly self-promote my schedule. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I had theme music. I had to pay a lot for that. There you go. But turning off the banner here. All right, so coming up this week on Shakespeare's schedule, today, I already started at 2 p.m. I was on the LazyCon, a brand new convention with Katie Bourbon, because this week would normally have been DragonCon, and it's a 3-day weekend for Labor Day. So since no conventions are happening in person, she said, let's have a convention where you don't even have to leave your couch. I mean, a convention where you don't have to put on your pants. Lazy con. All right. Tonight, obviously, we're doing a Shakespeare Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. And then tomorrow at 7 p.m., we're doing Richard the Third. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. And then on Monday, Labor Day Monday, we are doing two things. So number one is my Labor Day show. Oh my God, you're like, Shakespeare, tell me more about the Labor Day show. Well, the Labor Day show, friends, is pretty fantastic. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be one of 4 shows done in one of 2 ways at one of 3 time slots. So here's the deal. You go to the link I'm putting in the comments right now and vote. Take part in the poll. I'm going to close the poll on Sunday, so I have time to mentally prepare and also announce what we're doing. But it's going to be either a solo show where I'm running around my back garden like a lunatic, or a show on Zoom where I invite you to come in. One has maximum running around but minimal audience participation. The other has minimal running around but maximum audience participation. Basically, if you've seen any of my Wednesday night shows that I do with the social distancing players or any of the Zenith Player shows, that's how we're doing it. It's a Zoom session. Go vote on that. The second question is, what time of day? Will it be 11 a.m. Eastern time? Will it be 1 p.m. Eastern time? Or will it be 3 p.m. Eastern time? Historically, on Labor Day, 3 o'clock is my most popular show. So go and vote. And then, what show will it be? Will it be Romeo and Juliet, the Flying Implement of Doom edition? Will it... Claire just went... Will it be Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins? Will it be A Midsummer Night's Dream, A Gay Old Time? Or will it be Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens? Again, you decide. So that will be at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. or 3 p.m. on Labor Day Monday. Labor Day evening at 7 p.m. We just had final confirmation just before we went on air, on live, on Wi-Fi. I don't know. Whatever we're doing right now. Don't laugh at me, Claire. Or laugh at me because I'm technically a professional funny person. We are doing Frankenstein, the final chapter of our radio-style drama of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I am playing Alphonse Frankenstein, Frankenstein's father, and this is a production with the Zenith Players. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So we are doing Frankenstein, and it is a ball. Andrew is our Victor Frankenstein, and Greg... What is Greg's last name, Claire?
Greg Jolly.
Greg Jolly? Yes. Mm-hmm. So he is the monster, and he is fantastic at it. And so you need to go and watch part 4 as our final chapter in our ongoing series. On Tuesday night, Nat 21 Adventures begins season 3, the 3rd campaign. DM'd by Paolo Garbanzo and now hosted by me, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. And it's some of your favorite Renaissance Festival performers playing Dungeons and Dragons with each other, and you get to influence the show. So go join us over at twitch.tv/Paolo Garbanzo or facebook.com/Nat21Adventures Tuesday night at 8 p.m. And then Wednesday at 3:05, we're doing Shakespeare's Coffee Break, which is basically this, but I have actual questions and planned guests and all of that, and it's far less ridiculous and weird. This week, we had on Nell Benjamin and Lawrence O'Keefe, the writers of Legally Blonde the musical. Oh my God. And who knows who's going to be on Wednesday. I can't actually tell you until Tuesday. So that's who's going to be what we're doing on Wednesday. But also Wednesday night is Shakespeare's The Tempest, a 3-hour tour, the latest production with my Social Distancing Players. Social Distancing Players are the theater company, online theater company that I began during the quarantine time in order to help keep other Renaissance and theater actors semi-quasi gainfully employed. All of our shows are funded by Indiegogo campaigns, so basically by viewers like you. You can get benefits for supporting. For a $10 donation, you can get a backstage pass to the show, which means you get to meet the cast a few minutes before and then also hang out with us for up to half an hour for the cast party after the show. So that would go until about 8:30 Eastern time on Wednesday night. For $30, you can get a signed copy of the script and a backstage pass. For $50, you have the chance for one of 4 slots to become a member of the cast, and also a signed copy of the script sent off to you. And then for $100, you get all of the above, plus a personalized sonnet written by me for you. So please support the Tempest, a 3-hour tour, The link for that is in the comments, and there it is also on your screen right now. So it would be igg.me/at/Tempest 3-hour tour. And then, I know, because I'm still talking and shamelessly self-promoting, Thursdays is my Star Trek show, Talking Trek. Thursdays at 6 p.m. Brian, the producer and co-owner of the Connecticut Renaissance Fair, he and I talk Trek. Right now, we're in the middle of 23 weeks of continuous Trek in this new golden age of Star Trek that we are living in. We're talking about Lower Decks right now, and then we'll be moving into season 3 of Discovery, and then going into the films. And it's just a glorious time to be a Star Trek fan. Join us Thursday nights. That's facebook.com/Talking Trek Podcast. And I think that is just about all of the self-promotion I have. And that brings us into a blank slide. Why a blank slide? Because A, it's the end of the PowerPoint, but also Friday, September 11. It's an Oogie Day. Do you want me to do this show next Friday, September 11? It's up to you. I'm going to let you comment in the comments, and we will make up our mind by Thursday. We'll basically leave it up until the day. If you would like some silliness on that day, I'm here for you. If you want me to just shut my face, we'll be dark that day. Again, entirely up to all of you. Because as always, I love you and you love me, and there is mutual glorious affection. There's one vote from David for the distraction. Thank you, David. But let me know what you want to do, and I can put up a poll for that as well. But speaking of the polls, please go vote in the poll for what the Monday Labor Day show is going to be, when it is going to be, and how I perform it. And then also go support the Tempest, a 3-hour tour. Just so much wonderfulness happening. Claire, do you have anything else you want to mention?
I'm just very excited to see your alter ego playing Richard III on Saturday.
I'm so excited. Oh my God. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so good. I'm just thrilled. I just love watching you, watching Dan.
Oh my God, it's me. It's fine.
Perform some Shakespeare. I enjoy the comedies, but I also really just enjoy seeing the meaty, like, monologue-y bits too.
Yeah, it's a real good time. Like getting to play Petruchio, who is a bit of pardon my French, an arsehole, for Shrew with you. Was quite a lot of fun. And now getting to play an out-and-out villain is going to be fun. And these are just bits I'm like ticking off, not completely ticking off the bucket list parts, because we're doing them as readings, one and dones. But still, it's like, all right, I got a taste of it, you know, because we're still very much acting them out. No one is just reading the lines.
Yes.
We are actors, and we're doing what we do. Detlef, oh, you're also saying, oh, Detlef Chris, oh my God, Detlef, hello. It's been ages since I've talked with you. He's saying, yes, do the show on Friday. But he doesn't have a lot of baggage over there in the Netherlands. Susan, who's a Canadian, doesn't mind the distraction, but if I need a break, I'm busy. It'll be a good opportunity. Yeah, but I'll probably just do other stupid things. Yeah, I have to say, the caliber of performers that you consistently bring to the Zenith Players is breathtaking and inspiring. Some of them professional, some of them just amazing community theater people, because like, hey, I already have a day job, whatever. But just the breadth and depth of actors that you have is astounding.
We're very fortunate with all of the volunteers that have come forward, just because they need something to do right now. They need something to distract them from everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And they're happy to do. They're enthusiastic. They are so enthusiastic. And even on days, because it is a Saturday and like we all have a long week ahead of us or behind us by that point, and you might be tired, but then you log on with these like phenomenal performers, and they just like this magical energy just kind of is able to be created in an internet chat room.
It really is.
It's really cool. So it's really great, and it's the highlight of my week.
I feel like we're genuinely living up to the promise of the internet when we do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, well, I think that's just about it for the show. Caitlin loves the readings, the highlights of her week, and she loves working with you. So,
She's
all right. And people seem to be weighing in on the side of do the Friday show. So I will make sure to bring some extra stupidity. All right. Even if it's just me, we'll do AMA and we'll have a good time. So that's basically it then. We didn't hit an hour, but we definitely went over half an hour. So
there we go.
On that fun in between point. And Andrew wants everyone to know that Young Frankenstein tonight is at 7. Reach out to him directly. So go click on his thing and reach out to him. Andrew, I'm trusting that's all right. Then I'm just pimping you out at the moment. But you came on to pimp yourself out, so that's fine. So friends, that basically is Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. This is the most self-promotion I've done on this show in quite a long time. Make sure if you like the show to just go and show me some love, please and thank you. You can go become a Patreon of the arts at patreon.com/Shakespeare. You can buy me a drink on coffee at coffee.com/Shakespeare. And here's the fun thing. For the patrons, the Patreons of the arts, you can get all sorts of goodies. Scripts to past shows I've done for the social distancing plays. You get digital copies of those. You can get digital copies of my comic book, Julius Caesar, Beware the Ides of March of the Penguins. And then also a digital download just went up today for the patrons of my album, Are You There, God? It's Me, Shakespeare. But here's the thing. If you also would like to just buy me a cup of coffee, at coffee.com/Shakespeare, that's ko-fi.com/Shakespeare, you can, for $7, get the album. Or for $20, get a sonnet, a personalized sonnet. And for $30, I will handwrite it out and mail it to you. So just keep me in business. Thank you very much. You have all been keeping me in business heretofore, and it's amazing. I don't have a career without you. And you are phenomenal. Thank you. You are the best. You are the best fans. You are the best community that a guy who does an English accent for a living could hope for. I know I get really soft all the time at this point of the show, but genuinely, you are amazing. And we didn't have any toasts, but I will give a quick toast right now. Just simple. Here's to you, because you rock. Friends, this is Shakespeare's Shameless Self-Promotion Happy Hour. As always, I can say thank you to Claire Bohannock of the Zenith Players. Go give them some love. Facebook.com/Zenith Players and go to zenithplayers.com. Click on the very attractive donation button. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare. I love you. You love me. There's mutual glorious affection. And as Captain Pike says, be brave, be bold, and be courageous. Peace and long life, friends. I'll see you next time. Tomorrow night, actually. Richard III, 7 p.m. Bye-bye.